Hi guys, welcome back. It's G-Man, My World 67. Well, we started out with military week, and we got to doing a bunch of other things, got busy doing some things, and then it took longer to complete a couple of other projects that I was working on for the military train. So, first of all, I had done a little short video showing that 500 running around the layout, and the video messed up, and the 500 started jumping the track, and so we didn't get that done. So I brought the 500 back in to see what was going on with it, and I had to do a little tweaking. But as you can see, oh, it's not on the track. I was getting ready to say, I didn't know what was going on. Okay, as you can see, 500 is working. But get back out to the track later on today, hopefully, and put it back on, get it going, and see how it does run around the track. Now, I encountered some track problems also that I, as usual, with the 500 engine. None of the other engines have been giving me a problem on the track, just at 500. So that's what made me bring it back in and look at the trucks on it and tweak it a little bit. And as I said, we'll take it back out and see what's going on. I might need to change the motor in it, as that motor seems to be running really fast, even if at 5 miles per hour. It's just really jumping around that track, and once I put the cars on it, it does slow it down, except for in one area, and then it just takes off. So we'll see what's going on with that here in the near future. What I wanted to show you today was I finished another military flat car, and I'd worked on this one a little bit a while back. Didn't have any trucks on it, and it was cracked in the center and had a hole, and so we had put this red tie, we glued it in place, fixed the crack, and got rid of the hole. And so it's in good shape. I put trucks on it yesterday, and this is a Kuzan flat car, and so it takes this special Kuzan truck, but you can mount the Lionel and K-line trucks onto it, or other trucks, and to keep your height right, because these trucks are higher than the Kuzan trucks, to keep your height right, there is a little round platform, and you can't see it now. There's a little round platform that you sit on. It's a seat, and it sits up off of the frame, and you can kind of get an idea what it looks like by the truck, the actual Kuzan truck. It looks just like the center of the truck, and it sits, that's what the truck actually sits down on. And it was kind of neat deal that they made when they did it, but it won't work right for these other trucks. It makes the flat cars sit a little bit higher than they should, and if you're using one Kuzan truck on one end and a Lionel truck on the other end, the flat car will sit at an angle. Instead of sitting level, it'll sit like that, slightly tilted. So what I did was I went in and I cut that down, that circle that's under there, that seat, and drilled a larger hole in the Lionel coupler so that it would sit down over the stem that is in the center of this. And it worked out great. Now it sits level. And it only took a few minutes to do it. I think total time with the cut down and configuring, and putting together was maybe 10-15 minutes. So now we have a serviceable flat car, and it's ready to go. The other project I wanted to show you is this one I've been working on. I started working on it yesterday, and this was, or is, a number 51 Navy yard switcher, and it was broken all out here. It was broken. This stanchion, window stanchion, was broken out. This piece here was completely broken off. The top was not cracked, but this section of the hood was just broke off and really needed. It was just really bad shape. Literally a piece of junk. This stanchion was about to break out. It was broke right here in the center. I don't know if you can see that or not. But I fixed that, repaired it, re-glued it, and then I braced it. I went through and I braced it, each and every one of them. Get it in the light where you can see it. And you can see there, I braced it with some really small channel, both sides. It's hard to get a good picture on it, but you can see it. Piece of white plastic. Then I went through and I had glued that rear bonnet, that hood, back together, and I braced it with a piece of white plastic. Back side and front side. So now it's just not glued together, the two halves, but it's also secured with a bracing that makes that plastic in those areas twice as thick. It will not come apart. I was thinking about reinforcing this area here and this area here on the back side, because you can see where I had to, when I re-glued that rear hood on, it had broken across here also. So this whole back section was broke out, and we got that replaced. And I was thinking about putting a brace on this also. The only problem I had with it, when you put the brace on, because the thinnest plastic you can get that will actually do you any good, is almost as thick, or at least half as thick, as this ridge that was made around the outside, which drops down over the frame, and that kind of defeats the purpose. So the debate with myself is still out on that, but I'm probably not going to do it for that reason. This particular switcher was not lighted, and so I might add a light to it, as it does have a lens in the front. There's no lens in the back, but there is light hole, and I just might add a light or two to it. But that's our next military train project. When I finish this engine, I still have the 2716 diesel, the Kuzan, the Lionel powered Kuzan that needs gear, and I have the number 44 rocket launcher engine that I'm going to be pulling out sometime this week, as soon as I finish this, and start to work on that. Now, one of the holdups on this engine is going to be, I've got to make, let me get this over here. Move the shell out of the way. One of the holdups on this engine is going to be, I don't have another rail for it, rail end. And I thought I had it, but I couldn't find it. So that means I'm going to have to either try to make one that'll work for it, or order another one. And if I order another one, it's going to take it a while to get here. And that's been the biggest trouble lately, is with the mail-in parts. I don't know whether anybody else is having that problem or not, but some things it's taking me twice as long, 3 times as long to get as usual. Most of the time I can get things in 3 to 4 days, sometimes even 2 days. But lately it's been taking 2 or 3 weeks just to get one part or one thing. And so I'll probably end up ordering it. I'm going to try to make one for it first. I'll not probably be able to recreate the step. This is all one piece, so I'll probably not be able to do the ladders, the steps, but I can probably recreate the end rail, or come pretty close to it. But we'll see. But I just wanted to share that with you. I've cleaned this motor up. I just put brushes in it. I've got to get some more brushes too. I'm out of the Lionel K-line brushes. And so I actually stuck American Flyer brushes in it. And as you can see, it runs great. A little problem, it's got one broken coupler on it, and part of that coupler keeps hanging down onto the track. But it runs good, it runs smooth. I'm going to clean it up some more. As I say, I took the brush plate off of it earlier and cleaned it up, and then put those brushes in, and it took right off, running like a champ. Still gonna clean it up a little more, clean those wheels, which I really have not cleaned, and clean the rollers. And I sprayed down real good the reverse unit, and it was stuck, and it's working great now. So this should be up and going one way or another by the end of the week. I hope it is, because I want to actually get it on a layout and watch it run. Okay, guys, that's all I have for you for today, or for right now anyway. As always, if you have half as much fun with your trains as I do working and running mine, you ought to have happy rails. All right, bye for now.